Okay, let's be real here. Productivity is not killing yourself with to-do list on zero sleep. It's literally working with your brain, not against it. You don't need to be in your work mode all the time to be productive. You don't have to keep mode all the time. Instead, you just need to be in a more balanced, strategic mode. If you're really tired of following the toxic hustle culture, do it till you drop down kind of culture, this video is just for you, where I'm going to tell you hacks that actually work without burning yourself out. And yes, that includes sleep, small steps, and freaking being nice to ourselves. Before anything, I just want to give you a quick introduction to my channel. If any of these topics that you're seeing on your screen right now interest you, if you like watching such content, consider checking out my channel. Just go check it out, no pressure. And if you like it, consider subscribing, because that will make my day. Also, I have an Instagram account where I post a lot of vertical self-love fashion content, so you can definitely follow me there. I also have a small business of affordable trendy accessories if you're looking for trendy accessories at a very good price. So you can check my business account. All the links are down in the description box, so check it out there. Let's begin now. I basically had divided the video into 4 parts, which was mindset over hustle, structure that actually works, hacks that actually help, and the 4th one is emotional truths that we often forget. So I'm covering hacks that work and emotional truths in this video. The other video is already up on the channel, so if you want to check the other 2 parts as well, you can check it out after you watch this video. Okay, so if you like this video, you can check that out as well. And hacks that actually work, these are some small little tricks that I usually do to keep myself productive and without burning myself out. Well, first one is the 5-minute rule, which I swear by it. If you keep procrastinating any task, or if you just have a problem starting a task, a lot of times we just don't start the task, we just procrastinate. It's like, yeah, we'll do it in 5 minutes, yeah, we'll do it, and we'll do it later, especially when the task is huge. Even in studies, it happens a lot of time. We're like, yeah, we'll do it at 7 o'clock, we'll do it at 7:30. And just after some time, even this happens to me when I'm editing a lot, like, when I have to edit long videos, I'm like, okay. Basically, you just commit to the work for 5 minutes. Okay, so if I want to edit a video, I basically say that I'm going to edit it for 5 minutes, then we'll see from there. I'm just gonna start it just for 5 minutes. Okay, so what this basically does is you start the task, and most of the times you won't be able to leave the task. Okay, once you start it, a lot of times you're just procrastinated because it's a task to start it. Say to yourself, I'm just gonna do it for 5 minutes, and then we'll see from there. Okay, so if it's 5:30, I'm just gonna do it till 5:35. Okay, so I just start doing it, and once I'm in the hang of it for 5 minutes, you usually get into the hang of things. You start doing it, you are like, okay, I'm just gonna do it till this section, I'm just gonna do it till this section, and usually you do it for way more than 5 minutes. Okay, I've been doing it for years now. Okay, and it works every single time. The second one is work and break balance. Okay, it's actually based on positive reinforcement kind of a system. Is you work for 30 minutes and you take a 5-minute break, then you work for 30 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. So this is like, you don't exhaust yourself out. Okay, so this structure is basically that works for me. Okay, 30 minutes and 5 minutes, it's just a structure. Okay, you can actually do this according to you. You can actually personalize this to you. Okay, whatever works for you. Okay, what I want you to basically do, if you want to keep being productive and if you want to get more work done in less time, because energy and our time is basically limited, so if you want to keep working for a long time sustainably, okay, productivity is basically working every day, not very much, not getting everything done in a single day. It's basically working every day sustainably, okay, without burning yourself out. So what you want to do is, whatever you are doing, even let's take an example of studying. Okay, so if you want to study, so what I do is I start studying and I say that I'm going to study for half an hour and then I'm going to take a 5-minute break. The 3 ways you can do it is, one is you do the study for 30 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. Okay, whatever you want to do, that is up to you. This is like your happy moment, this is your time. You can do whatever you want to watch your favorite series, you want to scroll through Instagram, you can do anything. Okay, second, what you can do is basically change your environment. Okay, so if you're studying on a table, you have a study table and you are studying there, so what you want to do is after 30 minutes you just get out of there, go drink water, just change that. Okay, go to your room, lay around for some time. So what you want to do is take healthy breaks in between, because you are not a machine that can work non-stop. Even machines need break. Okay, and we are human here, so you get what I'm saying. So you gotta take breaks in between. Okay, so I see a lot of people work 8 hours non-stop. I don't think so that's sustainable. You will just burn yourself out really badly. So take important breaks in between. Okay, so even if you don't like taking breaks at 30-hour interval, do it at 1 hour interval or 45 minutes interval, whatever works. Okay, I also do this, like I set realistic goals, like after 10 pages of studying I'll take a break. Okay, so that also works. So basically you just want to take healthy breaks. Another thing, the third thing, and the most productive one and the most useful one is basically doing something healthy in between. Okay, this actually helps you become more productive in your next session. So I basically, it's like your work session, take a break, work session, take a break. Okay, so what you do is, okay, for example 30 minutes you're studying, then I want you to just go stretch out for some time. or just incorporate some mini habits in between. Not mini habits, I would call it was more like healthy habits in between. Okay, so stretching your body, just okay, so here are some examples that I'm going to tell you. Is stretching your body, that works, that is actually really helpful. That will help you become really more focused and help you be more productive in your next session after this break. So stretch your body, walk around, drink water, make your favorite drink and have that. If you're not writing, so you can journal something, or you just can take a creative break in between, so like just write a poem or something for 5 minutes, or go for a walk for 10 minutes. That works really well. Or do your skincare in between, do a sheet mask in between, do an eye mask in between. So what I just want you to do is break your state, whatever your state, you're super focused whenever you are doing some work. So what you want to do is give your brain some break time, and you just let it rest for some time, because you don't want to run. It's better to run, stop, take a break, and then run again, so you have more energy to run. Okay, so that's basically the principle of it. So you can do that. The third hack that works really well is the reward system, which is again based on positive reinforcement, but I just feel that it has its demerits as well. It can lead to either obsession with something, or kind of like a guilt factor with something. Okay, so if it works for you well, very nice, but be careful. Okay, that's what I'm saying, is basically give yourself a treat after you finish something. So set yourself realistic goals, but you have to do something. Okay, so basically if I study this today, I'm gonna have a cupcake. Okay, so that's you look forward to the cupcake, and for the cupcake you are working towards it. Okay, it can be anything. Okay, it can be 15 minutes walk, or 30 minutes book reading, or seeing a series for 10 minutes. Okay, or 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Okay, you can give yourself any reward that you like, that you'll be able to work for. Okay, so that basically gives you a motivation to do the work. Okay, especially if you're doing something you're not interested in, or it's just a very tardy task. You can do this. Actually, it works really well. Is reward system. Basically give yourself reward, and you do not depend on anybody else to do this. Okay, so this is a little difficult, because so for example, if I finish this project today, I'll buy myself 2 cupcakes and I'll have that. Okay, so but the problem is I can still buy myself the cupcakes and I can still have it even if I don't do it. And sometimes that's important, because if I worked really hard, I gotta appreciate myself. Okay, but at the same time I sometimes think that okay, if I don't do it, I'm still gonna have it. Why do I have to do all this work if I can just have it? So it's a balance that you need here. It's a very up and down kind of a thing, so you gotta find a balance there to give yourself rewards. Also, it's really difficult to set rewards for yourself, especially when you can just take it without doing any work, and to have that self-control to not have it until you do that work, unless you worked really hard and it's like an impossible task to finish. You gotta appreciate your hard work and still give yourself the reward. So it's kind of you just gotta find a balance here, but it actually works really well. The fourth hack that I want to tell you is basically find alternatives to your scrolling. So it's basically scroll smart. So what you want to do is actually find alternatives to scrolling. Okay, I think a lot of people waste a lot of time scrolling on Instagram, and I know I don't want to disable Instagram. That's just unrealistic. Okay, because our generation has grown up in a time where Instagram is a big part. Okay, social media is a big part, and we learn a lot of things. It has its benefits also. Okay, but it kind of becomes unhealthy when you are doing it for 2 hours. You're not doing your work and you're just scrolling. So what I want you to do is find alternatives to scrolling. Okay, so it can be anything for you. For me, it's Pinterest. So what I used to do is, first thing that I wake up, I used to scroll Instagram, and I'm in that lazy kind of mood all day then. So I found my alternative as Pinterest. So I just scroll Pinterest, which is filled with motivation and positive affirmations and self-love quotes and really good futuristic and good affirmations. Okay, so you gotta curate, you just gotta find an alternative to your doom scrolling, because a lot of times whenever I also find myself doing this a lot of times. So I get it. Okay, I really get it. In our generation, doom scrolling has become such a common thing, because I don't think so we can help it a lot also. Okay, so we just keep scrolling unconsciously. So you just have to become conscious and make a choice to choose an alternative that is a little more productive, that is keeping you a little more in state, because you know what, our brain cannot keep up with the information that we take in on Instagram. Okay, we're scrolling and there's so much information that is coming, and it's kind of overwhelms our brain as well. So I just feel you should find, if you really want to work on your productiveness, you need to find a alternative to doom scrolling. I'm gonna put a lot of options here. Okay, so you can choose any of these, or you can actually go find your own alternative to doom scrolling. But please, okay, don't doom scroll for hours and hours. Okay, that is not helping you in any way. Okay, and I'm not telling you to replace your Instagram scrolling time with work. Okay, I'm not saying that. If you want to take, what usually this is a personal thing, okay? You can relate to it, I think, but you may or may not relate to it, okay? So what I basically do is whenever I'm like, okay, my work is done, I don't usually doom scroll when I have to do work. When my work is done, my brain needs a break, okay? And it's just like, I'm just tired, I just need a break, okay? Like my brain needs to relax, and that's when I start doom scrolling. But actually that is getting my brain even more filled with different type of information, and it can be a lot for your brain to process that. So instead what I want you to do is, find an activity. So what I now do is find some mind relaxing activity as well, okay? So do that is actually really beneficial, not beneficial to get more work done, is to find a relaxing activity in a day. It can be as basic as coloring a book, okay? Coloring a picture, drawing, if you're not an artist, okay? So if you're an artist, then it may not be for you. But claying, okay? So basically for me, I took up claying. So I, for 15-20 minutes I used to make something, and at that time I was not thinking of anything else, okay? My overthinking used to be down, my brain was actually resting, I was just focused on molding the clay. So it can be as simple as claying or drawing or sketching, or there are so many activities that actually calm you down so well, so your brain can have that rest, okay? So that's basically what I'm saying, is do not overwork your brain, okay? If that makes sense. So that's all the hacks that I'm sharing in this video. Also let me know, should I make like a part 3? This is the part 2 of the productivity video, so should I make a part 3? Because I could, okay? So I'll think about more hacks and we'll come back to you. So let me know if you need a part 3 and what should I include in the part 3. Anyways, let's come to the last section, which is emotional truth that we almost forget, okay? That we overlook, okay? Emotional truths that we constantly keep forgetting, okay? So the first one is stop setting unrealistic goals, okay, or expectations, okay? I actually heard that cutting list on your to-do list can actually be a very good activity to release a hormone. I'll put the research here where I saw this. I'll put some researches here. It can actually release like a happy hormone or dopamine. So it actually really has helpful benefits when you cut a to-do list. It can actually have hormone releases, okay? That's what the research says, okay? And I personally feel that myself, I've experienced it myself, is whenever I cut this thing on the to-do list, I just feel so happy, okay? And I just feel so proud of myself, and I'm like, yay, we did something. And your body is basically like, okay, we are getting shit done, we are getting something done. So first one is stop setting unrealistic expectations on you, okay? Stop setting unrealistic expectations. In fact, ask yourself, is all this that I've written in today's work actually realistically possible for me to do? Okay, so you can add two tasks more to it, but actually ask yourself, is this realistically possible? Like 3 hours of workout and 16 hours of editing and still studying? Like 6 hours of editing continues and 3 hours of workout, and then I'm going to study, and then I'm going to do my project also, then I'm going to do my assignment also, and then I'm gonna meet with my friend also today only, all today. That's not gonna work, okay? So what you basically gotta do is, if you're keeping actual unrealistic expectations, because then you don't get anything done and you're like, oh my god, I never get anything done, and then you just get into a negative headspace and your body's like, you know what, I don't trust you to get anything done, okay? So basically you have to start setting realistic expectations out of you, okay? Basically what I think is overloading your to-do list with a lot of tasks basically leads to a lot of guilt when you're not completing those. So I just want you to say that small actions is better here. Consistency and small actions is way better here, especially. So just build up on the small steps. Just first find your consistency with small steps, and then you can build on from there. The second one that I want you to remember is that you have limited energy, okay? Be wise about where you're spending your energy and how much energy are you giving to a specific thing, okay? Be mindful about your energy, because I'm all for the abundance mindset, okay? I definitely think that universe is abundant, and you can definitely, the universe is so big and it can provide for you, okay? Whatever you want, you can ask the universe, and universe is abundant and you can get anything you want, okay? But there are two things that are limited in our life, that is energy and time, okay? You have limited time, you have limited energy, okay? That's not gonna change. So even in a day, you have like 24 hours unlimited amount of energy. After that, you have to sleep, okay, to recoup that energy. Start thinking like this. If this won't matter in a month or a 3 month or even a year, stop giving it that much energy, okay? If this thing that you're putting so much energy in won't matter in 3 months, stop giving it the energy, okay? Even in a year, if it doesn't matter, stop giving it that much energy. For example, if it's a school activity, okay, or a college activity that you're putting all your energy in, or some activity that you're putting, and there's like people are drama and it's chaos, and you're putting so much energy to get it done. Ask yourself, is this going to matter in 3 months? Is this going to matter in a year? Is this even going to matter in a month? A lot of times, if the answer is no, I don't think so you should waste your energy there, okay? Use your energy mindfully, use your time powerfully, okay? Just be mindful when you're using your energy, okay? Look at the amount of energy, also the percentage of energy that you're putting in, okay? Some work requires you to put like 80-90% of your energy and focus into it, okay? And sometimes you can just do some things with 10 or 20% of energy, okay? Which things are not important, okay? So be mindful about your energy, be mindful about your time. Of if you want to be productive, you want to save up your energy for yourself and for the things that matter to you, okay? So whether it's your friends that matter, whether it's your family that matters, or whether it's your work that matters, you want to save up, okay? Your energy is not unlimited. You cannot just do everything, okay? So basically start being mindful and save your energy for yourself, because if you are not yourself and if you don't have energy for yourself and if you're not taking care of yourself, you basically won't be doing anything, okay? So first, for yourself, you gotta save up for yourself, and secondly, you gotta save up your energy for the things that actually matter to you, okay? Things you actually care about and things that are going to matter in the long run. And the last thing that we forget is fun time is also important, okay? Include fun time in your schedule. Actually include fun time in your schedule. That's non-negotiable. That's literally non-negotiable, okay? I hate it when your to-do list, like I basically just hate it, okay? When the to-do list is basically full of things that you don't enjoy and things that you have to do, or things, okay, even if you enjoy your work, I love making videos, okay, and I have to edit a lot, okay, even I love making videos, okay, but still it's work for me, okay? So you gotta include some fun time where you can just let go and have some fun into your schedule, okay? Like legit include it in your schedule. I actually feel very strongly that one thing in a single day, it should be just for you, okay? Because if you're to-do list and if your schedule is full of work and nothing for fun, nothing for your joy, nothing for your happiness, you're basically leading up to yourself to exhaustion, okay? Because you will exhaust yourself like this, okay? And I know you are like, I do this later, I have all my life to have fun, I have all my life to be happy, and I have all the time to do the things that I want to do later. But your life is actually running out, okay? Your life is actually passing you by, and the universe is like, it's literally, your life is right now, okay? So you gotta live a little right now as well, okay? So basically what I want you to do is include something just for you, just for joy, just for your happiness, just for you, which is not a necessity, which is not something you have to do. Include that one thing, at least one thing in the day. Okay? Do it as a thank you gesture for yourself. Basically, you're telling that I have time for yourself as well. I am going to enjoy the life that I'm living right now as well. Okay? Whether it's dancing, whether it's singing, whether it's listening to music, whether it's watching your favorite show, whether it's making your favorite drink, whether it's drinking chai, whether it's watching the sunset or the sunrise. Or it can be an episode of a silly show that is basically doing nothing. Just one single episode. It's basically something to look forward to, okay? Because I want you to know that you being grateful and you being happy and you being joy is productive too, okay? I mean, we all say that rest is productive too, so is joy, okay? If you're actually liking the life you're living and if actually enjoying your life, you're going to be more productive, okay? So joy is non-negotiable, love, okay? So that's basically it for the video. We are at the end of this video. Oh my god, yay! Hope you like it. Consider checking out the part 2, okay? Part 2, it's basically part 1. This is the part 2, so you can check out the other video that I'm going to put it here. You can check that out as well, which has basically a schedule. I've given like a rough schedule that actually working for me, and you can take inspiration or you can use that schedule. Or it is also mindset shifts that will actually really help you become more productive, okay? Some mindset shifts actually really help me. So if you want to learn about these two things, you can go check that video out, okay? I just want to end this video by saying that productivity doesn't have to be this insane, intense, exhausting thing, okay? It can be soft, intentional, and human, okay? You are human at the end of the day, and your productivity is going to be soft and intentional. It can be both of them. You actually don't need to hustle harder. You just need to show up consistently, show up every single day consistently, and show up, okay? And with that, we come to the end of this video. I'm so excited for this video, okay? I had a fun time shooting this. Let me know part 3 or check out the part 1. So yeah, so like, share, comment, share this with a friend that might be helped. Share this with, if you like this video, you consider liking this video, okay? That really helps me. And comment anything and everything, because that really, I love to have conversations with you. I love to hear your thoughts, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you like, what you didn't like, anything and everything. I would love to have a chat with you in the comments. So comment, share, like, and most importantly, subscribe, okay? Please subscribe, because that helps me bring more better videos for you. It basically gives me a motivation, it gives me a boost to keep going, okay? So subscribe, that will make my day, okay? And with that, that's all. I love you, right?